Guy who has never won a congeniality award at any radio station anywhere.
I will fight you in the street.
It's the Eric Zane Show podcast with your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you very much, Johnny. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast. This is a daily podcast full of rants, news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. That, in a nutshell, is the Eric Zane Show podcast. Anything beyond that is a little weird, a little bit uncomfortable. Welcome to you all. New listeners, veteran listeners, this is what we got. Okay, I've been blessed with an opportunity. To once again pick up my axe. No. Not for like splitting wood or anything like that. My guitar. Jimmy, Zaniac Jimmy in Maine is an awesome guitarist, and he wants to do like online coursework. And he wants you, the Zaniacs, to be part of that. So he said, hey, Zane, what do you say I teach you guitar? And then you talk about it on the podcast. I go, all right, yeah, I can do that. Let's do it. All right, you know what? This is about the 800th time that I will have picked up the axe. I've had many guitars over the years. I've had acoustics. I've had various electrics. I had a Fender Stratocaster one time. First, I had a Fender Squier, which is a Strat copy. Then I actually owned a Fender Stratocaster. And, man, I just was terrible at it. I would sit there and pluck my way through in my Mel Bay Big Note songbook, being an idiot, trying to play hot cross buns and shit like that. Sucked. The various times I would buy and sell guitars. I still have the guitar from my time at Free Beer and Hot Wings. Now, the way this went was, the way I got the guitar was we were at one of those stupid fucking radio conferences. Not the Conclave. The Conclave is a great conference. But there's another radio conference that is just a shit show of just ass-licking and drunkenness. And you get there, you don't get a damn thing out of it. But they had some stupid contest where you like make who's got the best bit. So you like brainstorm or something like that. I have no idea how the hell it went. I barely remember. And the group that I was with won it and included my old show. And we won a guitar. So we took it back to the radio station and just sat there forever. And I said, hey, you mind if I borrow that? And it was the last time I tried to learn how to play. Bought an amp, bought a nice amp, actually. And I was on my way, back at it, slinging the axe. And then I gave it up and never gave the damn guitar back. You get the archive of material. I get the guitar. So they're probably pissed about that, too. Who knows? Everything I do has got people pissed off at me. So I don't know. Maybe they still hate my guts. I have no idea. Maybe they never did. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Water under the bridge. Water under the bridge. So, all right, welcome in. Now, there's several ways you can get this show. Wait a minute. Hold on. Back about the guitar thing. Jimmy's going to teach me virtually online. And so that's going to be fun. I can't wait to see how this one goes. I did the old, he reaches out to me, hoping to get maybe an answer in a few days. And I immediately responded back with, yes, for sure. You can get the show one of several ways. I do it live every single day of the weekday that is. I take the weekend off like any job. And it starts at 8 a.m. The live element happens on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Facebook, the Irvine's Auto Repair Grand Rapids Hybrid Facebook page. That's facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. If you would like it, you'd make me happy. On Twitter, Blue Frost IT, Twitter handle @Eric Zane Show. If you followed me on Twitter, you'd make me happy. It's also on YouTube. Sponsor is still in a holding pattern for YouTube. These folks are just, just chomping at the bit to get after it as soon as more dust settles from the pandemic. All right. And then, of course, on Instagram, Brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. Got an idea for Instagram, and I think it's going to happen. It's I've talked about this before, about the Instagram instant interview, but I want to amp that up even further. And what it is a bit where I go live on Instagram every day at a certain time, and then you get one shot, Mom Spaghetti, where I click on your name, and then you're live with me, and I ask you a trivia question. You get it right, you get whatever, $10 gift card, something like that. You get it wrong, boom, on to the next guy. I love that, and I think I'm going to incorporate that. Needs a little bit more fleshing out in my brain, but that or some derivative of it is going to happen on Instagram, so you must follow me on Instagram. Search Eric Zane Show. And then, of course, the audio podcast. A lot of people are like, man, Zane, I'm driving around and you're live on Facebook. Is there an audio podcast that's recorded? Yeah, everything I'm saying right now, every word that's coming out of my mouth, I'm recording it, as I've detailed before, and then I upload it to every podcasting app that there is, except for the radio ones. I don't allow this to be disseminated by any radio entity. It's all Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Swatcher, Scrutcher, Snatcher, all those fucking things. It's all there. You cannot miss me, all right? It is, it's well documented as to where I am. So that's it. That's what I've been doing for the past, I don't know, like 350, since January 7th, 2019 was the first time that this has happened. And pretty much every day since then. Occasionally I'll throw out some best of material, which best of in quotes. I hate any type of best of. And I don't really go back on old podcasts and play you old bits. So it's not really best of. It's more like just lost Zane tapes from old radio jobs. I guess that works. I don't know. I try not to live in the past too much on these things these days. Man, I'm so so excited to do all the cameos for Mother's Day for you moms, and there were a lot of people that actually reached out to me. That worked out pretty damn good. I was pretty happy with that. All you moms, my gosh, happy Mother's Day belated to you all. I hope you had a wonderful day and everything went perfectly. And the people in your life, whether it be your sons, your husbands, wives, I guess that could be, treated you with all the positivity that you deserve. In our house, man, it was the goal for Diana was she doesn't lift a finger, first and foremost. So not a dish is cleaned, not anything is, she doesn't have to do anything in terms of preparing food. She doesn't have to let the dogs out. She doesn't have to let the dogs in. She doesn't have to wait on her coffee to get filled. She doesn't have to wait on her whatever low-calorie alcoholic beverage she's drinking. So that was it. And that worked out pretty well. Woke up, made her the eggs, made her the scramble with the sausage links. And for dinner we had, oh, my God, you would not believe how great this worked out. At Meijer, they had leg of lamb on sale, which the only bad thing about leg of lamb is realizing that it's a really adorable creature that they're slaughtering so that you can put it on your table. I really struggle with that sometimes. I try to ban that from my brain. Bring on the leg of lamb. All right, you crack it open. You pat it dry. You make these slits on top where the fat is, okay? That's what you do. And then in the meantime, you've got a tablespoon of fresh thyme chopped up into little bits, the leaves, not the stems, a tablespoon of chopped rosemary leaves, and then you put them into a bowl, teaspoon of kosher salt, actually 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, teaspoon of pepper, ground pepper, some olive oil. I can't remember what else. Anyway, you put all this stuff together, and it becomes like this sensational herb paste. And then you rub it right on that thing and get it all into those cuts that you made into it, that you scored on top of it. 350 degrees, hour and 40 minutes. Comes out at about 140 degrees, so it's slightly rare, slightly more medium. And you want that with lamb. You don't want lamb to be dry, okay, or overcooked. It's a real shit show. Oh my God, did that come out fantastic? And all of that. Oh, garlic. I forgot four cloves of garlic, chopped, minced fine, and then that all gets crusty on it. And it is. Oh my God, it's fantastic. Yes. Eric Zane Show podcast. Slaughter the Turks. Lamb came out great, sliced it thin, everybody loved it. Went with the for the sides. I had the broccoli crowns and the mashed potatoes, but Diana and I couldn't eat the mashed potatoes because of the diet bet. More on that coming up. But we went with the I've seen people talk about this before, this what is it called? Cauliflower rice. Which, just the name of it doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can see through what they're doing. It says keto-friendly, just like rice or some shit. And it's like so not. It's nothing. It's rice in that it's somewhat similar in color. That's the only, and small. And all they did was they took cauliflower and smashed it till it was small and threw it in a container and said, here you go, here's your rice. Yeah, don't tell me it's rice. It's not. It's smashed cauliflower, and it tastes like shit. So even though I put olive oil in, a little bit of water in a skillet and warmed it up, thinking maybe I could get something. What can I pull out of this to make it even remotely palatable? And just one look at it, I knew it was shit. And so I'm heating it up. I'm like, it smells screwed up. It looks screwed up. This is going to be a disaster. Put it into a serving dish, like 3-4 pats of butter on it, salt the hell out of it. I was like, boy, I don't know. Maybe this will work. I ate it, but I give it a D+ on cauliflower rice. And if that's what they're trying to do is market to you cauliflower everything. So you got cauliflower rice, sucks shit. And then I saw that Zaniac Jason from JM Synthetics right over my shoulder, right over there. It's like, oh, yeah, man, cauliflower crust pizza. So apparently they're ramming cauliflower down our throat. It could be anything. So I don't know, Jason. I'm gonna try that whole pizza thing just because you suggested it. But I go into it with a low expectation. What's next? Like cauliflower milk, cauliflower water, cauliflower yogurt, cauliflower peanut butter. Perhaps that might even fly into there. I don't know. Cauliflower rice, no go. But all right. Midday fight yesterday with Madison. Almost jeopardized the whole day. We did work it out, but it all stemmed from a small incident where I was driving the motorhome back with to the place where I store it, and I got to have somebody go with me, all right? So it's Madison. Now, she was complaining about having to do it the whole time, but I go, it's Mother's Day. Just follow me. You got to drive 7 miles down the road. I park the damn thing. I get in your car. You drive me back. This is so simple. But she had a bad attitude about the whole thing from the very, very beginning. So we start driving. Now, young driver, 17 years old. And one of the things I hate the most is anybody who drives too close to the person in front of them. Like if I'm driving at my usual 61 miles an hour in a 75 like I do because I'm 100, and I'm in the far right lane putzing along, and in the left lane and people are ripping by me, it's like a NASCAR drafting scenario where you'll see, them right on the bumper or on the rear bumper of the vehicle in front of them. And that always, I'm like, man, why would you do that? If they step on the brake, the car in front of you, even for just an instant, you're going to hit them, and that's going to be a very, very bad scenario. What is wrong with you? So as I get older and wiser, I don't tailgate, and I hate people that tailgate because, it can cause a wreck. Madison's right on the bumper. I can barely see her because she's so close to the motorhome. So I'm calling her while I'm driving. She's being safe and not picking up the phone, but in the same time, she's 1 inch from the back bumper of the motorhome. we get to where we need to go. And I'm parked right next to her, but I still call her. She picks up, yes, or what? I can tell she's irritated. I go, you drive too close, or your tailgate, or I said something like that. And then before I could finish speaking the sentence, she blurts, I know how to drive, Dad, like that. So, oh, man, it was on. And I'm like, no, that didn't just happen. Now we have a problem. A, you interrupted me. B, it was completely dripping with attitude. And C, you don't say that to me, and you don't know how to drive. So it was on. And oh, boy. So the whole time we're driving back, she has to get an earful of me. And she starts crying. She's pissed off. So finally, I go, pull over. She pulls over. I go, get out of it. Get in the passenger seat. I drive home. And I go, and I'm all the while, I'm like, you do not bring this up with your mother. We are not going to ruin Mother's Day. There's no way in hell. So she like sits in the car in the driveway for like half an hour. Diana knows something's up. So I explained to her what went on. I go, look, just let it lay. So I go out to the driveway. I go, all right, Madison, go in the house. All right, we'll solve this later. Your mom knows. Just go in the house. She does. She's upset. It's not getting any better. Diana says, do you want me to go up there? And I go, all right. Yeah, you need to. Maybe it's best. Just know that, yes, this is what I did to her. I screamed. I yelled. I said swear words. I probably told her to shut up about 4 times. So that's what I'm telling you right now. But this is what led to that. So I made it all very